If you've been looking at Northwest Arkansas as a place to possibly move, and you've been wondering about Pea Ridge, we're going through the map, everything you need to know about Pea Ridge, Arkansas right now. Jump right into everything that there is. Pea Ridge, Arkansas. So this is a great area to live in. So a little bit of history is Pea Ridge National Military Park, really cool place to visit. They got some cannons on display. This was a Civil War battlefield. And this is a really cool place to explore some history and see all the plaques and monuments. And they have some self-guided tours and little museums in there. And so Pea Ridge is largely flat, unlike Bella Vista. Pea Ridge is mostly large rolling hills instead of sharp rolling hills, and largely flat. And so let's look at the terrain map right quick. So you can see most of it's pretty flat. Closer to town, obviously, you're going to find these neighborhoods right here with houses and a lot of new construction going on in Bella Vista. As you get further out, you're going to be getting the 1 acre hobby farms, the 5 acre farms, the 40 acre farms as you're getting further and further out, heading north, heading east into Garfield over here. And so that's going to be the kind of the type of house you're going to see in property in Pea Ridge. There's a lot of farmhouses. I don't know how many houses I've shown. Like this is on 8 acres out in the country road of Pea Ridge, and it's just on this beautiful hill looking over this holler. And it might be a cabin style, or I've been in a few log cabins up there. So that's the kind of house that you're going to find in Pea Ridge. It's a little bit of an older town because of the Civil War history right here. There was a settlement. And so the general distances for Pea Ridge, say you need to go to the airport. If you're going to the airport from Pea Ridge, it's a 40-minute drive. It's a good little hike there. You're only on the highway a little bit. And then if you're going from Pea Ridge to, like, if you have to work in downtown Bentonville, it's an 18-minute drive. It's pretty quick. You're 20 minutes away from downtown Pea Ridge to downtown Bentonville, and you're on a highway that's doing 45, 50 miles an hour. And there's plenty of gas stations and such going through there. But most of you're going to probably see more cows than houses going through that road right there. And then if you want to go to the Promenade Mall that we've talked about in other videos, that's going to be right there. It's actually a little bit lower, right down here. So that's a 20-minute drive, and you're, again, just getting over here to the interstate and then hopping right down there. So your 20-minute drive from Pea Ridge to the Promenade Mall. And if you are looking for just, grocery stores, there's one option. That's it. There's only one option in Pea Ridge. It's a smaller town. It's not a big town with a large population. There's a Walmart neighborhood market. And if you're not familiar with neighborhood markets, it's the only food section of Walmart. They don't have a super Walmart here in Pea Ridge. All right, I'm going to pause you right there and make sure to hit all the like and subscribe and YouTube buttons. Do all the things. Comment for us. Helps the algorithm. You know why. You know what to do. I appreciate it, and stay tuned for more information. As far as restaurants, you're pretty limited to what is here on Main Drag. So you got a Mexican Grill, Simple Simon's, a few cafes, a few different Mexican joints. Let's zoom in here. McDonald's, Sonic. This is a gas station. Blues Boys Barbecue, a Subway. And then I think this one up here was my favorite name. It'll Do Barbecue. When I go up there next, I'm trying that just because that name, I think it's hilarious. And so that's kind of the general, what you're going to have to offer for restaurants in Pea Ridge, and then schools. Everything is right downtown. So you got pre-K over here, preschool, intermediate school on the east side of town. And then you got your middle school, your primary school, your junior high, your high school, um, all within walking distance. I mean, that's all within probably half of a mile or quarter of a mile of each other. And Pea Ridge is a small town. It is a small town feel. Um, it's actually a really nice little town. You can see all these neighborhoods popping up. All this brown dirt here, that's new construction going in. They are building like crazy in Pea Ridge because the values are really nice. What you're going to pay per square foot here is anywhere from 160 to 180 plus, starting in the 160s. And then, if you're going a little bit over to Bentonville, you're starting in the 185, 195. If you're in Rogers, which is just south of you, you're starting in the 185 again as well. So Pea Ridge can have a really good value. It's just a little bit, it adds 15 minutes to your drive, depending on where you're going, whether you're working or just getting out of town and doing some activities in Northwest Arkansas. So something that Pea Ridge is, and I've been to this once and it was really fun. And I'm trying to remember where it was exactly on the map, but there's a place that they do the Pea Ridge Mule Jump. And they've been doing it for years and years and years. And they make it a carnival festival. And they will, from a standstill, these mules will jump 3 feet, 4, 5, 6 feet over a fence without knocking over a pole. And they have a competition of whose mule does it the best. And there's carnival food, there's vendors, and there's lots of activities for the kids to do. They do barrel racing and mutton racing, mutton busting for the kids. Really fun family event. That's what kind of put Pea Ridge on the map a little bit for a yearly event, is their mule jump. But yeah, that's a breakdown of Pea Ridge, Arkansas. It's not the biggest place. It's kind of weird how the city limits go way up there like that. But it's not the biggest place in the world, but it's a very quiet, peaceful corner, secluded in Northwest Arkansas. If you're wanting a little bit more space, Pea Ridge is going to be a place for you. And this is why you got to reach out to us, because we want to connect you with the right areas. And we want to make sure you're finding the right house in the right areas for the right price. And if you're looking for new construction, this is a good option. There's some really good builders that are currently working out here. And this area is only going to grow. And they're going to be pushing the wilderness and the farms a little bit further out, which is a little bit sad, but it also brings in a lot more people and revenue and business opportunities. And as you can see, it's just farmland. There's farm, and not many houses in there. And this is into the National Military Park right here, all this forested area. This is the battlefield, and getting over here into Garfield area, which there's not a whole lot going on in Garfield either. Garfield is largely a lake town over here. But Pea Ridge is a really great place to be. And make sure to like and subscribe and do all the YouTube things. Reach out to us days, nights, weekends, and we'll get you connected to the right place. Until next time.